Hi, good evening, everyone. See everybody's coming in. Thanks for joining me. Maria Dominguez from the Orlando Lake Nona office is going to be the moderator. And just a little plug, if anybody knows any realtors or any new agents coming on in Orlando Lake Nona, let me know so we can get them in lifestyle here. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Do you rather us all unmute? So, or do you want us to be engaged?
Oh, yeah, either way. Whatever you're most comfortable with. All right, so today we're going to go ahead and learn about first one, making an Instagram story, since that's something that we should be doing every day. So I'm going to make it really easy. We're going to learn how to make a brand kit just for ourselves. Depending on what colors you want to choose, what fonts, you'll be able to customize your own through Canva. And Canva is a free subscription, but it also allows you to pay for it to get some of the pro items out of it. So you'll get some special content like videos, as well as music, add-ons, and then photos as well. So some of the templates are also like a Canva Pro template. So for me, I've always had the Pro version because I've loved designing things, just even fooling around and making some invitations for, a kid's birthday or anything like that. So it's easy to do. So I'll also go over a listing presentation template as well. And then I'll share that copy of the template too with you. So, all right, so we're going to start off right away. Yeah, way we can get as many questions answered at the end, or if you have any questions in between, let me know. And if you have any other templates you want to make afterwards, we can see how the time goes from there. Sounds good?
Yes.
Yes.
Very cool. So let's start off with the brand hub. So I'm going to go here. So I already kind of started playing with some earlier today. So my colors on Instagram are kind of like gold and black and white. So I kind of keep it simple because I used to love so many colors and I had to kind of like cool it down and go into a classic color style because my page was everywhere. So we're going to start over a brand new brand kit. So just back it up again. We're at the homepage on canva.com. And then we're going to go to brand kit. And you see how it has the little crown right there? What that means that's actually one of the pro features. So then we'll add new on the bottom, top right. And then we're just going to say new brand kit. And this will allow to make it easier for you to do more flyers in the future without having to keep duplicating each template with logos and colors. So it kind of keeps it streamlined to the same templates, designs. So we're going to upload logos by adding new. We'll go to upload logo. We'll go ahead and add the black and white lifestyle logo. And then I'll go ahead and add my own logo too. And for me, I got my logo off of Fiverr. One of the designers on there was able to design like this logo in like 10 colors and formats. So they did it vertically and horizontally for only about 20 bucks. So I've had this logo for about, I'd say 5 years now. So it works for me. You can always add more colors too. We can choose it by adding a palette, by selecting this whole thing, and it's going to give us all the colors. But like I said, I like to kind of keep it simple. And then just kind of, I'll just probably add my own. Let's just add the first one here. Then you're gonna see, let's see. Add palette. Click. Where'd you go? Oh, there's 12 colors there. All right, so they're all down here. And we can go ahead and delete the palette too, because I duplicated it by accident. And that way we can always customize it. Maybe that's not the purple that you liked or the blue. We can kind of just change it up right here. And then if you know your like swatch number, you can also type in the correct swatch. I don't really know swatch colors like that. So I just kind of click here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back and delete this palette because I'm trying to like just do basic black and white. And then I'm gonna add one more color though. I'm gonna add the gold. Let's see. Oh, so that'll be the logo color. So add new here. And we'll just get a beigey gold color. So from there, you can go ahead and customize your fonts with this little pencil tool and just click edit. And then you want to go ahead and choose one of the fonts here. So since this is a title, you'd want it to make it bold and noticeable, but something that's readable as well. So what I would choose something like, because I go really crazy with fonts too. So I always have to stay simple and try to just choose one or two fonts for that page. So there's a lot of fonts. Like I said, with the crown one, that means it's a Canva Pro font. So every month you would be charged like $12.99 for the Canva Pro if you wanted to go with that. Or if you want to go with just like one of the fonts that are included, you can choose that as well. And we'll hit the check mark. And then for subtitles, we can just choose another basic font, just the same one. And if you can make the font size smaller too, and then go ahead and customize your headings as well. So you can just start doing that as you go along for all of them. And let's just leave it at that, because we can go on and on for the rest of it. And photos. So here's the fun part. This is where we get to add our own photo. I'm gonna choose my best photo. It says 2023 headshot, but really I got it done like in 2020. So it's good enough. We're gonna go with that there. And then any other graphics you want to add, we can just go back to upload graphics. To me, I would rather add one of those graphics like the realtors graphic. And that's the logo with the MLS and the equal opportunity housing logo. And you can find those off Google. So now that we have all that set up, so we're going to go ahead and go up to the top right. It says create design. And we're gonna go there. And remember we were doing an Instagram story.
Mm.
So we're gonna just click on that. And boom, we got a blank palette here. Blank board, sorry. And then for me, I like some video content. So we'll go ahead and choose this first one. It's gonna look a little different right now because it has like a lady with her beautiful skin. We're gonna go ahead and change her video out right here shortly. So I just clicked on her photo, and here to the top left, you'll see elements, and we'll click on elements, and I'm gonna choose the family one here. The way I got this was I typed house video, as you can see, and then it pulled up everything I had for house videos in Canva. So I don't even have to go buy a video. I can just simply find one just off the Canva Pro. So I'm going to go back and find the family. Where'd they go? And see where they went. This is a 14-second video. Then I'm just going to drag it right into there. And you see how it may be a little off center? You can move it by double clicking and let it go. Go back outside and click out. And we're going to hit play in a second. For this, it says Gentle and Golden Company. We'll just delete that. And we'll go back to our brand hub. This is where our logos are. So I'm gonna click on lifestyle and just drop that logo in there.
Mhm.
And this is another thing where, you know how some people ask in the chats, they say, oh, how do I get the logo off? Or does anybody have a transparent logo? Well, you can edit it here as long as you have the Pro. I wish I worked for Canva or got some money off of this, but the Pro app, you get the, you have to do the subscription, and that's when you can go ahead and delete the actual background. And that'll work not just for logos, but it'll work for your photos or anything else you want to take off of that. So here on this left side, it says testimonials. So we can say something like, Lisette is very, give me some good stuff to say about myself. Okay, not too many people. Intelligent and a professional realtor. So that's a testimonial. Not
Yeah.
everybody get once. All right, cool. So you can fix the font size right here, like I did on the top. Then you can also change the font because maybe, you know, you want to choose something else that's maybe more legible, easier to read. Or just go with that. And then we're gonna say, we'll get a client's name. There we go. We'll get Jim. Well, I'm just gonna go with, I was gonna say Jim Jones. That's a rapper. Okay, Jim Rodriguez. That's it. Here we go. So, okay, now here we go. We're almost done with that Instagram story, but if you'd like to, you can add some audio on the top left side, and you can choose your video, sorry, your music by just clicking the play button, or if you want to preview it, but let me make sure that I'm sharing the sound as well. Let's see here. That way you can hear it.
Cool.
Turn off. And then on the bottom right here, you can see that it did not add. So we're going to go ahead and drag it again. And now, oh, it did add. Okay, cool. It was just, then we'll hit delete because I added it twice. So now we're done. If you think this looks,
Kind of got lost by the last step where you find the music. How did you do that again?
yeah, good idea. So let me get this thing out the way here. So we're going to go and delete the music. And then we're going to go back a step here. So right here, down on this toolbar, you're going to see audio on the left side. We're going to click that, and then we can preview all the music here. That one seems a little slow, so I'm just going to add this.
Is that like a like for the Pro? I'm looking in mine, and I thought I had the Pro, but I don't have the option. Wait, my bad. I clicked on apps and then it shows audio, so I'm guessing
Good.
that it's sorry.
Yes, so that is with the Pro. Good, good one. Yes, so then I went ahead and I clicked it once and then it added it, or you can just drag it. So I'm going to delete one of those, and then you can minimize that. So we're all done. We're going to preview this now. It's only 14 seconds, but it really is like a quick video. Here we go. And then what we did miss was to add the logo. So we're not done. We can go back to the brand hub and we can add my logo. I can put it here. Oops, not the whole thing. Let's put the gold one so it'll pop out. Oh, move this down here. And so 1 second. And you always want to maintain your proportion. And because if you went ahead and just did this, then you're going to cut off the logo. So you always want to grab it by like a corner and then just hold it down so that you can shift it. Anybody have any questions?
No, this is great.
And let's say we click here, and then you want to shuffle the colors. Maybe you want to change something up. This will change the backgrounds, a little transparent area. Hold on one second. We can change that. Here we go. Make it brighter. But we can go ahead and hit share, and then we can download it directly, or you can share it directly to your social media.
Mm-hmm.
So if I downloaded it directly, it takes a while because it's a larger file. So if we shared it, we can share it right away, or we can also share it and schedule it to share like on a different date. So maybe if you want to do like your calendar ahead of time, and it'll go ahead and share for you during those times. You might be sleeping. It might be 6 a.m. when people want to see content, but it'll post for you on clockwork. So then we would go to Instagram. Because this is not in a phone setting, but if it was on your phone, you can upload it as a story. Right now, I would just upload it as the actual post, but it's not done downloading it. So that's that part. Does anybody else want to know anything else about a social media post?
Yes, I would like to ask you, like when we have like a set of short videos when we visit new projects, and I want to post something like what you did, but with a compilation of different little videos or different little pictures. How do I do that here?
Okay, good idea. So we can go back and just upload new files. I'm trying to see if I even have any videos in here to even give you a sample. I have a lot of agent photos.
Yeah, it can be just like 4 pictures or whatever from a property and just make a little video.
Okay, so you want to make a video from the photos.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, that downloaded. Let's see if we can get to that question too. And here, because you would probably want a carousel. So here we would upload it. And now it's cut off. But the picture, want to go here, change it to time, ratio. So you want to make sure you always change it to the Instagram story so that it looks correct when people are viewing it. Then you hit next. Then you want to select the cover of the photo, a cover of the story, I'm sorry. And it could be like right there where they were just hugging and he was looking at her. So here we would just say, let me get my dog's toy. 1 second. All right, so here we say lifestyle, international realty, closes more transactions than any other brokerage, right? And then contact me if you need to buy or sell any properties in the Orlando area or in the Florida area or just anywhere in general. We would just go to next here. We also have the location too, because that way people can see more on Instagram. And you go to share. So sometimes people didn't know that they can do Instagram posts directly from their computer, which may be easier, especially if you're just designing in Canva already. So then it would go to share and it's shared onto there. So see how that worked? Okay. And I'm going to delete it because it doesn't go with my colors. I'm very, okay. All right, there we go.
Lisette, you have to link your Instagram to Canva for that?
Yeah, I signed in first on Instagram, and then I was just able to click on connect Instagram. And then it could also connect Facebook pages as well. So if you have your business page, you can post it to there as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we'll go back to the home page. And let me get through this listing presentation template, and then I'll go ahead. If anybody wants that other one, does anybody want the other one for the Instagram story? Do you want this one? I can share with you the template on the chat. So
I'll take it.
Yeah.
then you can go ahead and edit it on your own for your own Instagram. Okay. Here you go. Go back. Now we're going to go into a listing presentation template. And these are easy to find when you go to Etsy. Etsy is like, oh, you can get lost in Etsy and you'll be wanting to buy every template that you see out there. So like this one's pretty cool. It gives you like a little head start about of designing. Then you can go ahead and put your information in there, or you can also tweak the designs as well. So once they give you the instructions after you buy it, they'll come in like a little Word document. In that Word document, you have to click on the link, and then that link actually gives you the templates to go into Canva to go ahead and make your edits. So here we go. Now, this is just kind of like a home I saw in Orlando when I was showing another property. So I did a listing presentation. It's not 123 Main Street, but that's for privacy purposes. So you don't get my listing. I'm just kidding. So this one here is a template that I was able to get from Etsy, but I did do some changes to it as well. So this one you want to put like the seller's name at the bottom for John Smith. That way you personalize the CMA presentation. So here you can go ahead and easily click on the picture, and then we're going to go to elements. You're going to need to upload your own picture for the property. So we're going to use this one and just drag it into there. You can go ahead and take a picture of the outside of the house before you drop off the CMA or this listing presentation. What I like to do is, when I have enough time, is print it on a nice glossy stock at FedEx. And then it'll allow you to like really get a professional look to it. Looks good. And then here we go, second page, about me, has my phone number. You just click in it, and then you can just edit from there. Okay. Check that later. And if you want to zoom in, can everybody see okay?
Yeah.
And you can just change anything you want in here just so easily. Pictures, we're going to bring Karen's picture into here. And then remember, we got to take the background out if you want to. Otherwise, she has a really great background for her picture. So that's another option. And then you can just change your name, super easy. Okay. You can list your transaction coordinators, your preferred title company, and your professional photographer in there as well. And then this is a pretty generic template, but it helps the seller understand the steps to selling the property.
Mhm.
So it goes through a little roadmap. And then you can customize it too, because let's say you're going to do more than photographs, you're going to do drone photos. So then you're just going to say photographs and video or photography. And that way you can just add more to that. Because let's say it's a luxury listing or something with a lot of acres, you definitely want to have your drone out there or your photographer to have their drone. as well. So here we go. About the home, we want to make sure we always talk to the seller about what features like did they like when they purchased the home, because this will give you some good like small talk with them and getting more personal with them as well. Because sometimes they'll tell you about the neighborhood, but you didn't know that there was a new community center or a new swimming pool being built over there, a new YMCA, anything. So this is good talking stuff, like just chit chat, and then you take some notes on it as well. What do you like, dislike about the home? They were like, oh, I had a roof leak a few years ago. I haven't got it fixed, or I did get it fixed, but there's still some patchwork I need to do. So these are items that can kind of get you more familiar with the home. So about you, why they should, wait, why does it say about you? So here we go. Oh, as your real estate agent, I aim to help you sell your home. I take time to understand your situation and when you want to sell your home, helping you achieve your goals. Then we ask them, again, why do they want to move? What's their motivation? What's their plan? Like, are they looking to buy another home after this? Are they staying with family? Or are they trying to like cash out and then purchase another property? And then any obstacles that can take place. Maybe there's someone that's ill and they can't move around that much and they need to find some other alternative types of places to live at. So, or there could be other obstacles where they may have some, give me some other obstacles you came across with your sellers. No, okay. So other ones could be maybe they have a tenant in the property and they can't get the tenant out of the house. So you may be having to sell the home as is with the tenant, and maybe they can't even show the property. So these are challenges that some agents do have. Pricing, we can always go in here and then we can change our templates as well. And then we can just say pricing, let's say, we can do something here. Oh, go to elements. Elements is where you're going to find your pictures. So it'll be more, it'll be easier for you to find it that way. And we can just drop the photo there. You got that? It was just drop or click it, and then you can just pull it in there. And pricing the home. So we want to know what the factors are that are going to make that price. What's the value in the property? What are the other comps and factors that we can have like added into it, and what do not determine the price, which are like the little light switches that they added or closet doors. That may not make a difference at all in pricing the home. This should not be there, but I think I don't know what happened to that one. So here we go, pricing the home. Again, we want to make sure we can get them the best price possible. So we go ahead and create professional, we talk about our marketing plan, and we're going to make professional flyers, or maybe there's brochures, market on the MLS, but we'll also expose it to our brokerage and in our monthly meetings or weekly meetings. You can change this all the time. You may also participate in like a small business association, like a what do you call those? The Chamber of Commerce meetings every month. So you can also talk about that and how active you are in the community. And not just doing the postcard campaigns, but you're also going to do open houses and provide maybe a realtor's luncheon. You can also partner up with a mortgage broker in some cases, especially if you have some good partners out there. I know we have a lot at Lifestyle. So you can do maybe like snacks at an open house, or even do a realtor's luncheon. So using drones and high resolution photos, this is very important for marketing a listing. So you can also add that in for pricing your home and how we're going to advertise it and get the price that they want. So in here is where I actually end up inserting the CMAs and the comps. So this was one of the ones that I was in a rush, and I had to meet this for sale by owner because he called me that day when he returned a call back. And I was like, okay, let me hurry up and do that. So then I grabbed the CMA off the MLS on Matrix, and I was able to just take my little 6 pages for active pendings and closed homes. And then I inserted it in between this page and then this page. So if you don't have time, I'm going to show you what this other one looks like, which is very detailed, because you're going to see like, wow, that one does take a lot of time. So you can put some of the homes that you've recently sold in there. You can also not have your picture everywhere on there. But here we go. Anything else? As realtors, we like to put our photos everywhere, right? So these are some good notes that you can take. Like, this is right when you're about to close the sale, when you agreed on the price and they're like, yeah, let's go for it. And you're like, oh, right away, what day is good for the photographs and our videos, the videographer to come out here? Then you can ask them, what's the best day and time? I have Saturday as well, from 10 to 2. How does that work for you? So you just take your little notes on here. But you can also leave it in their booklet so that they can also know when the upcoming, open house is. Anything else here? Will there be any pets in the home? Will we be able to use a lockbox? That's super important. And then is there a security system? This is pretty good. Photo prep checklist, something to keep in hand. If you want to change the font colors, because it may be hard. For me, it's hard to read in white like that. So I would just probably go and put them all in black. But for aesthetics, white looks pretty cool on there. Well, and you can just change the colors as you go. And as you go through the photo checklist, you can ask them, can you make sure the house is clean? Because you might go into like some construction dust and now you need to make sure that they're actually going to clean the property. I had one seller asking me if we can actually clean the property for them. If that's something that you do, you just make sure you tally up the cost that you put into the property listing. That way you can go ahead and charge them at the closing with an invoice. So, or unless you're including it with your commission, that's another thing. Trim the grass, ensure that there's all the lamps that are working, the light bulbs are there. Otherwise, if the light bulbs aren't there, some of the buyers think that the electric outlet doesn't work. So then they want to have the inspector really check the wiring, and when it was just a light bulb sometimes. So additional notes are there. And then a final, like, a little bit about lifestyle. You can also add that we have, so many offices, 15+ offices, and we're constantly growing. So this is another part, or you can put your achievements in there as well. So I'm going to give you this link to this one, but I'm going to show you the one that actually has the actual, I'm going to send you another one outside of this that actually has the
CMA.
Yeah, because it actually belongs to another realtor that I helped. Let's see, here we go. So this is listing presentation. Oh, well, here we go. Oh my gosh. Maria, I didn't put my glasses on. All right, here we go. And let's go over to Zulie's.
Quick question. You only sent that to one person.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh no. The both
I
of them?
think-
Or just this one?
You send it to everyone.
Just the second one. It was a direct message. If you just click off her name and go to everyone. There you go.
Thank you. That helps. So we're gonna run over to Zulie's one real quick. And I'm gonna just fast forward past that so you don't have the property address because she's in negotiations with the seller on this one. So this is the part here where we were able to add the comps because we had a little bit more time to work with. So you just put the property address here, how many days on the market it's been on there for, and along with that, the sales price, the bedroom count, so recent sales for this one. So anything that's closed, this is where it is here. If you want to add more details, like add the closing date, that would be fine too. So this was the 4th recent sale. And then this one here, pending sales. So the home that she was doing a presentation for had a lot of competition with new construction homes. But the subject property had more land and square footage than the new construction homes. So these are some of the pending sales. And then the active listings here. Okay. So I'm going to make a copy of just this one here. Let me see. So if you want to make something like, let's say I just want to copy this for you all, and I want to put it into a new template, I go to File, Create New Design, Document. And then I can just, I was supposed to just paste, but that didn't work. Well. Okay, I might just have to delete the other one. Yeah, normally it doesn't do that. Okay. So anybody else have any other questions so far? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Lisette, since we're out of the same office, do we have the same transaction coordinators as you?
Oh, yeah, we can use anybody we like. But yeah, those are some of the ones we used. Then we have some other ones too that help us with the pre-foreclosures. And I can give you their names as well.
That would be great. Do we have, is that something that's on LIR that shows like a list of who does what or no? Or is it like exclusive to the different branches?
No, it's for anybody you like to use. It could be somebody outside of LIR too.
That is like an additional service, right? Lease is not included.
Exactly. So those transaction coordinators are $325 per transaction, but they'll handle everything you need from like any document that needs to be signed or countersigned by a seller. They handle those items as well as getting this buyer ready for closing. There might be some other, then also they do all your commission work as well, making sure that your check is going to be processed appropriately.
Can I ask you a question? Lisette, I have a team, right? And I was trying to streamline that process for my team so we could focus on production.
Okay.
What do you suggest would be the best way? Because what I'm thinking is if I have one transaction coordinator and like, let's say 5 transaction desks going on, like how do they keep track of that? What's the best way to do it? Do they have an access for each one?
Oh, yes, they do have access. You'll have to help them with that and they'll give you information on how to provide the access.
So you give them your email and everything that you get everything through and they can handle everything that comes in and out?
Not,
Yeah.
not- yeah, they'll work with you offline on that. So
Exactly.
Megan Perez is the one who I'm going to be using to work TC. She's really really good and thorough, and she also provides us the foreclosure list every week for all the counties in Florida. So I'm gonna send you her information here so you can get.
At what time of during the process we involve the transaction coordinator?
As soon as you get an executed contract.
Okay.
And then when you do your introduction to the buyer, like, yay, congratulations, you've been accepted, your offer has been accepted. This is something that you can go ahead and go from there and introduce Mei Ling as a transaction coordinator. for
Oh,
that.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No problem.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Could we do, so I was talking to Marcial and she wants us to start posting more just sold or just listed from, our own team. She told me I could go to the lifestyle app to get the Canva, what's it called?
Template.
Canva templates, yeah. And I wasn't able to find it. Where do you go? Can you help me with that?
Yes.
Layer cloud right there.
I'll send you. Oh, thank you so much, Danny. And here's the website here. So if we opened up one of the templates, let's say we're going to do an open house.
Thanks, you
gonna
guys.
Click on that, and then we go ahead, click on use template. And then here's the open house. Then we can go ahead and we can go back to our brand hub as well. If you needed to put your, your logo into it as well, we can do that. And if you want to upload your picture, just go straight to upload files, and then you find your photo from your desktop. And then you can put your photos in there for the open house. There's so many.
Did you just get one or you linked it to the LIR cloud? You just dragged one into here?
Oh, no, I just went to lircloud.com. And then it ended up just opening it for me. Use template.
Oh, okay.
Now, is there a way to get those big pictures to fit into that box?
I know, right? So,
I was trying to do that for like an hour today.
I think they have it overlapping for some design purposes, but you can just move it over here.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know how you just upload like one of the actual photos of a picture?
You want to drop it into the box. So really,
Yeah.
this is not even a box here. They just
Okay.
as lines. So if you want to take that away, and then if you just want to have the whole thing just go all the way out, you can just go this way.
Okay.
And
Thank
then you can send it to the back, see position, and go to the back. That way your black still overlaps that with the polka dots. I like that. And let's say you want to add an agent photo who's going to do the open house. You can go ahead and add the agent photo. You can do a lot of things. I would say some of the things you can just delete, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Like, let's say if you wanted to delete this and then add the photo here, you can do that as well. Let's see. Maria, where are you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's just add Lori. She's
Oh, you're looking for a picture. Okay.
for a picture. I think you're on my desktop. So we can add Lori there. We can put lifestyle. Well, I mean, they probably want us to keep the lifestyle down there for a reason, but if not, we can put lifestyle up there. And let's say you wanted to take her background out. Remember, edit photo, BG remover, background remover. Okay.
Perfect. I think you lost her.
Oh, it's okay. And then let's see, anything else you want to learn? We can create a design. Maybe you want to make a Facebook post, or anybody else have any ideas?
Facebook.
What-
would be good.
Oh, sorry.
Facebook post? Okay, so it's gonna go ahead and format it to that size for Facebook. So that way you're not gonna be like looking like a little Instagram photo, and it's gonna cut off on people's phones. So it'll be nice and formatted for that. Same thing, you can go into the brand kit. That way you have your colors chosen, and then you can shuffle the colors to choose what you want.
Liz, the templates on the left were already available in Canvas, or you brought them from somewhere?
Oh, yeah, those templates were already there.
Ah, okay.
So when we go create a design, we go Facebook post. And then they're already there. Well, those are recently used. I can just do, let's just say open house.
Ah, okay.
Listen, let me ask you, does Canva let you save links to your, you probably asked again, but like how you said the LRI cloud and the Facebook and the Instagram, it lets you save the links somewhere?
Let's see.
Or are you going back and forth?
For LIR Cloud, that one was just from the company. They gave us the link.
Okay.
So
But is there
that,
Canva, is there like a button where you can click and says links and then all the links you've used or something like that? Is there anything like that? Or no? Okay,
no, but you can always provide the link to someone else though, with this share anyone.
okay, oh, okay.
And then if you don't want them to touch it, you just want them to look at it, just click on view only. And these are where I said you could schedule it. And then you can connect the pages to that to start the scheduling of the actual posts. And so just make sure you can just drop your logo in. Sometimes when the logo's too big, you can just resize it just like that. But the tool I mostly use all the time is pretty much that background remover one.
So that's your favorite button.
It is. So there you go.
Lisa, if you wanted to use that same posting for Instagram and Facebook, you have to save it individually and repost it?
Yeah, only because the size of it isn't going to, you can still post both of them, but it's just not going to look aesthetically pleasing because of the size.
Where did you go before when you were doing the Instagram, where you were able to select the Instagram size versus the computer size?
So it's going to be file and then Instagram post. Kind of just like the Word documents, you always go like the home, or you can go to create a design. It could be on that side too. You can either type it or you can go ahead and just find it manually. And let's say there's reels too. This is where reels are like what's going on right now. To me, it's, you can just say this for Mondays, good morning. And then you could put like the lifestyle logo onto that as well. Or this one's pretty cool. And you can customize the photos in the background or the videos. So I know there was an agent earlier, you were asking, how can you do like all your videos into one post? This is where you would actually insert each individual video for that purpose. There you go. Oh, yeah, fine. And anybody have any other questions so far?
Yes, I do. I had a quick question for you. So I know that we were talking about creating a home buyer presentation. Did you do the same thing where you looked for it in Etsy and then you just created it in Canva?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can start all over and you can do your own. You can create a new design, and then you can just say presentation here. But you can also do brochure. That way it's easily able for you to print it out. And you want to do like, this one's going to be a 3-fold brochure. You want to maybe do a bifold brochure because it's going to be easier on cost, so you don't have to pay for all the folding. But this one would be something here you can use. We can type in real estate again. And then it'll give us the real estate brochures that we could use. But you'd have to customize each one and then do your CMA from there.
Are those templates only for pro or is that for the free version as well?
Yeah, some of them are free or pro. So like this one here, we're gonna click on it. That one's free.
That's awesome.
Mhm. Sometimes though, let's say you wanted a photo. You may have to pay for the photos because you may want like a fancier photo to it. And then it's not available on the free version. But this one's available on the free version here. But let's say you wanted the bling bling, that one's not. This one is. That's the free version.
Are you able to buy a photo without signing up for the pro version?
At times, well, right now I can't because I can, it's always gonna give me the free one, but I think you can do individual credits. And then you can always add your new pages from there and then design your templates. So that was my first page and this is my second page. Then you just hit the plus sign. You can hit duplicate page, or you can go ahead and go add a page here. And then you can apply that design to both pages from that earlier design. Add a new page. And then we're going to go back to elements. What do you want? And then design. Design is where you can get, your inner pages too. Inside pages. There you go. And then just click delete if you don't like something.
Does Lifestyle have any folders or anything at the branch office that we could put some of our presentations into?
Yeah, there's some folders there.
They're branded.
Yes, lifestyle.
So do you recommend, I know earlier you said you went and you got copies made on the, I guess, the glossier paper, and you handed that out. You did that because that was just your preference, or?
No, I didn't get it on glossy paper there. I did it at a FedEx. And I did that just so it's just more of a presentation. So that when you're going to a seller, you just have something more tangible than a flimsy piece of paper to give them, because we don't have this type of copier at the office. Where it's just a printer, it's not a copier. So it's not going to do like that 11 by 17, fold it and staple it.
But that could fit into the folders that we have at Lifestyle, or do you just give it with just that set that you purchased from FedEx or UPS when you hand it out to the client? Or
Yeah,
prospect?
I don't give the client a folder if I have the brochure, because that's enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your brochure is like the magazine style? Okay.
So, and this is one of Maria's listings here in Kissimmee, 10 acres. We have 2 acres for buildable lot available at $295. So a little plug here for her listing. And we got this in Canva. So this was a really good, easy Instagram post. And it looked like this too. And it's had like the marble finish, and you can change the background to it pretty easily. Just click it and then either hit delete from there. Let's say you just want to leave it there for now, go back to elements, and then we can go to backgrounds. And then we can drag the background into it. Oh, hurry up, go in there. No. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes it acts up when you guys are watching me. OMG, couldn't do it. All right. fine. We'll just do this one. And then you just make it bigger. And
That's nice.
then we're gonna hit position to the back. And then these are little frames that you can add to add photos to your listings. Little frames. We'll just drop Lori's picture in there. Any other questions? You guys been really great.
You've answered my questions for yourself. That's great.
Let me see.
Very detailed.
I think my favorite one is probably the Instagram stories. Because it's pretty,
You can put the music on and everything.
yeah, it's pretty quick. You may have
Yep.
seen something like this with lifestyle already with the colors. So,
Very interesting.
yeah.
Definitely have to use it. I've been using Pages on my Mac,
Mhm.
but
Oh,
this
yeah.
is so easy.
Yes, this is a life changer here. So later, I'm gonna dive into learning more about the AI presentation one,
Okay.
but that's not for us today. But this one is an added subscription that I think this is like $10, and then you can animate a character to actually do the speaking for you. I did it once before. It was pretty freaky because it was like this computer generated AI figure that was talking about real estate. I'm like, you know what? Let me put this on pause for a moment. But that'll make your life easier as well. And then everybody knows how to download the logo. Once you Google find it and you hit your right click and then you save image as, and then you just make sure you type in the logo name and hit save.
Well, I'm sold.
I know I should get commission off of this.
Yes, you should, please.
But
You all were awesome. So I'll start learning some more about the AI parts. We can have a 102 session soon.
wonderful.
Now we don't have excuse.
Thank you.
And then
Thank you.
thank you. If you know any agents looking to get their license up in Orlando, Lake Nona area, let us know so that we can get them on board with lifestyle. And best wishes to everybody.
Thanks for having an evening session, Lisette.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Good to see you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lisette.
Liz. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, Maria. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.